How do you think Canada is viewed internationally?
Yes, but I think Canada is a good country because I want to live here in the future. Yeah. I think it's a good idea because in France, for the pay, for the money, it's interested.
Good opportunities.
Yes.
Okay, and you?
Well,
How are we viewed internationally?
well, I think good, like especially for French people, because you have like the Quebec part. So obviously,
And you're from France, I'll point that out.
yeah. So I think that a lot of French people want to live in Quebec because obviously they speak French, and yeah, you don't have like a bad image because I don't know, like you're a really peaceful country, like you don't go to war or something like that.
It's not
so
like France.
I feel like overall we're a pretty respected country, I would think. A lot of people like Canadians. They think we're very friendly. Economically, I'm not sure from that platform, but I know it's easy to travel anywhere as a Canadian. People really like Canadians around, so from that side of things, it's probably viewed highly.
I think overall we're viewed very well. Neutral in terms of, sort of our politics, supportive globally.
I think it's going downhill. I think that we were taken seriously back potentially even before Prime Minister Harper, but right now with Justin Trudeau, I think that there's been a few gaffes along the way, and I don't think that we're taken seriously, most recently with the government stance on Israel and Gaza.
We are a joke. We don't have enough military to protect our own shores. We rely on the United States, who relies on us, and thank goodness we gave up Alaska. Otherwise, we would have been Russians long ago. I'm a military kid. I've lived across the Northern Hemisphere, and it used to be a lot more respect with the Cold War. I think there's a lot of good soldiers doing a lot of good things, but our government is ridiculous, and the people that they have as ministers of defense should not even be in there unless they understand what the defense model is.
I think it's viewed pretty good. Like we partnered with a lot of things, like countries and stuff, to help them. I think we're viewed pretty good and like better than the States. You know what I mean?
We're everybody's friend, but we're not anybody's supporter, or we can write a check, but we can't do the actual legwork to support what's going on.
The trucker rally is something that has left a real black eye on the international perception of Canada, regardless of how people feel about it. It's made us look like there's jokes about Canada being a dictatorship or authoritarian country, which is something that would have never happened 10 years ago. And so I think it's impossible to say that our reputation has declined over the last period of years.
Like somebody that's punching way above their weight class, that, lots of rhetoric, things that sound good, make for good sound bites, give people a warm, fuzzy feeling, but nothing happens.
I think right now Canada is perhaps behind the eight ball when it comes to how we're being viewed by the rest of the world. Our Prime Minister has done some pretty, I'll say silly things for lack of better words right now, but I think that, he didn't do Canada any justice by performing as he has done at numerous events, not just an isolated event, but numerous events and numerous things have come out, and I think it's reflecting on Canada in a negative way.
To be honest, I think that Canada sometimes is viewed positively and then sometimes viewed negatively. The negative side, I think sometimes we've made some comments federally that maybe haven't been appropriate internationally and had some interactions. I think on the positive side, Canadians are seen as fantastic people. When you go traveling around the world, or if you have people that are working around the world, they're truly well accepted.
So for me, myself, my family are immigrants. Canada is viewed more like the peacemakers is kind of like where you want to be if you want to start your life for your family. You know, you want to stay quiet because like the U.S. for us, we see it like as being like an unsafe environment to be in, but like Canada is more of like a, oh, you can express your religion and all these things. So we're like seen as like peacemakers or like fresh start.
Well, actually, I really don't think it's viewed well. I think that they see us as being very weak in our international views, that we're kind of the soft, pudgy little brother of America, you know, and so I just don't think that it's viewed very strongly.
Well, today, even like I think that, especially with what Trudeau does in the international realm, I think it makes the whole country look foolish because he says stupid things in big arenas with big platforms watching him, and it's an embarrassment to the entire country. So yeah, that's what I think.
I think we're viewed very well. Yes, yeah, that's my perception. But of course, I'm biased as a Canadian. I think that the Canadian government has done a wonderful job of making us a wonderful part of the community and the global community.